A big part of transitioning our wardrobes from summer to autumn is changing our footwear. Out go the sandals and in come the closed-toe shoes and boots. And there's plenty of gorgeous shoes and boots to choose from, but there's also some pretty ugly ones too. Sadly, the versatile white trainers are being replaced with very large, chunky, very colourful trainers. Now, the extra cushioning may make these really comfortable to walk in, but they're going to be very difficult to wear with classic pieces and they don't look very elegant. Proportions of an outfit are really important when you're putting together an outfit, and chunky trainers with their thick soles and really heavy design can throw this completely off balance. To me, it's like wearing clown shoes with a really beautiful dress that just don't match. Because they're bulky and oversized, they can come across as very clunky, and if you're aiming for an elegant classic look, then they can just ruin the overall harmony of the outfit. Most chunky trainers have lots of things going on, like big logos, different colours and lots of stitching. So it's a bit like putting too many decorations on a birthday cake. It can just make the shoes look messy and unelegant. Chunky trainers do have a sporty or a sort of a casual vibe, I guess, which may be your style, so they fit perfectly. But if you do like timeless classic styles that stand the test of time, chunky trainers will look disproportionate with your outfit. Shoes and boots with sculpted heels are definitely a trend piece of footwear. Most aren't that pretty to look at and not very elegant either, and I suspect they're not very comfortable to walk in. Fashion should be fun, and sculpted heels do add some fun to an outfit, that's for sure. There's shoes with egg heels, bars of soap, salt shakers. Then there's boots with palm tree heels and disco balls, and there's some that look like a piece of cheese. I mean, there's all sorts of shapes and angled heels, from quite plain to the really extreme. Most, I think, are more like a work of art, and perhaps it is wrong to call them ugly because they do bring an element of fun and originality to an outfit. And what one person considers ugly, somebody else may find very beautiful and interesting. They'd certainly be a talking point though, but it's probably a case of aesthetics over comfort. Now, I know some ladies absolutely love very thick, heavy, chunky soled boots, and I know in some countries they're a necessity and really practical. But there is only one way that you can walk in these shoes with ultra thick, heavy soles, and that's heavy, and in turn they make the outfit look heavy. It's like having a giant block of wood attached to your shoe, which is weighty and restrictive. So people do tend to stomp and stamp around in them. They usually have very limited flexibility in the sole due to the thickness of them. The completely flat sole ones are the worst for this, as they don't have much flexibility at all. The heeled ones, they do have a little bit more flexibility, but not much really. And I just can't help but compare the ultra chunky boots worn with a beautifully put together outfit to a golf club. You see them worn with skirts and dresses, jeans, smart trousers, and for some they're a closet staple and they suit some people's style perfectly. But if you do want to walk gracefully, then it's going to be challenging in chunky boots. These shoes are probably very, very comfortable and probably very warm too. But let's face it, they're not the most beautiful shoe design to look at. Of course, worn in the right environment, or if you live in somewhere where the temperatures get very, very cold, then these shoes are perfect for what they're intended for. Most are insulated with fleece lining. Some have very cloud-like uppers and rubber soles, so they're going to be practical and keep your feet very warm, which obviously is important. But they have become more of a fashion statement. You can get them in lots of different styles like slippers and boots, and you see them worn with all sorts of things, skirts and dresses, and then it just seems a little bit pointless wearing them. Well-dressed women know how to pick and choose trends to fit into her existing wardrobe, but also into her lifestyle. Now, usually it's just little changes, things like rounded toe shoes to perhaps a more pointed toe shoe, or changing from a chunky heel to a more slimline heel. And just those little tweaks and changes can make an outfit look a little bit more in style. But of course, then there's the more extreme trends that she's going to avoid. Boots like these designer slash flare boots. Now, these are nearly £2,000, but there's also some similar ones on the high street for half the price. Now some people are going to look at these and think they are a thing of beauty, and then others won't. They do have a very unique silhouette, but to me they look a little bit like a Shire horse hoof. I think it's probably because of the straight design at the front, and I just don't feel that they flatter the front of the leg at all. They may be made from the softest leather, but they just look homemade, like something your mum might have put together for a costume for school. But that said, they are a statement piece, and hardcore fashion enthusiasts will probably appreciate and love the innovative and edgy design. Others won't feel quite the same. Now I have focused on these ones, but you can also get an ankle style boot too with a flare over the top. I guess it's because of the flare that to me they feel very 1970s. There's been lots and lots of ugly shoes throughout history, so for a bit of fun I thought I'd include some at the end of this video. I'll let you decide if you think they're ugly or a work of art. Now these are all quite extreme shoe designs and trends, but there are some classic boots that have become quite timeless and they'll see you stylishly through the colder months. They're all in this video here, so you may like to watch that next.